Hello and welcome back to Apt for You. In this particular video, we'll be discussing a new problem from linked list. Basically, the problem is removing the duplicate element from sorted linked list. So, what we have to do is basically we are provided with a linked list, and we just have to remove the duplicate elements, if any, in the linked list. Now, what are the duplicate elements? If you focus on this particular example, we have a linked list with data as 2, 2, 4, 5, right? So this is the linked list which is given, obviously 5 followed by null. Now if you see, there are two 2's present. Now basically we have to remove the duplicates, so you have to consider one of the 2's and remove the other, and finally the output will be 2, 4 and 5. In a similar manner, we have 2, 2, 2, 2 and 2, right? Continuous 2's, right? There are 5 2's present followed by null. So what would be the output? Basically you have to remove all the duplicates and we have to just consider only 1 2 followed by null. This would be the output. So this is what we have to do in this particular problem. Now let us understand what would be the approach to do this particular problem. So I would like to basically consider an example, and we will just see how that particular problem can be solved, or how this particular problem can be solved. So let us consider a very good example, and we'll use the example to solve the code. Suppose our linked list has something like 2 2 duplicates in the beginning, followed by 3 3, right? And we have 4 5 5 6 6, suppose this, right, followed by null. Now we basically have to solve this particular problem. Now how do we remove the duplicate? So basically, if this is my input linked list, the output linked list should have only 2 followed by 3 followed by 4, right, followed by 5 followed by 6 followed by null, and you see the duplicates will be removed. So how do we get this particular output from the given linked list? So in order to get the output, we will basically take the help of pointers. Okay, we will basically use 2 pointers here. Now what is the very basic condition? The very basic condition would be, when if you just look at the length of the linked list, if they have given the constraints, okay, so see, the number of nodes basically can be 1, right? The number of nodes can be 1 extending to 10 power 4. What if the number of nodes is only 1? So what if we have only one node followed by null? So in this particular case, basically we should return the head itself, right? Because we don't have to perform any modification or removal of duplicates. So considering that thing in mind, we will basically take the help of two pointers, struct node star p1 comma star p2, right? And let us point p1 to head. Wherever head is pointing, p1 will point to that particular point. And now we will say, if p1 next is equal to null, what does it indicate? It indicates that we have only one nodes in the linked list. So basically we know that if we have only one node in the linked list, just now we discussed, we don't have to perform any modification, just return the head, right? But what if you have some more nodes in the linked list, right? At least 2 nodes or more, at least 2 or more nodes. In that particular case, we will first of all compute p2 is equal to head next, or to be more precise, let us say p2 equal to p1 next, right? p2 equal to p1 next. Now what should we do? We will proceed, or we will traverse the entire linked list. Okay, so what is happening? Let us see the code parallelly. So let me just increase the size of the code. Yeah, this looks fine. Let me rub this. Fine. So what is happening is, we have p1 pointing to this particular node right now. p1's next is not equal to null, so obviously this is a false, so it will directly come into the else part. In the else part, it will say p2 equal to p1 next, so p2 is pointing to this particular node. Now we will traverse until p2 reaches null. Okay, this will be used to traverse the entire linked list. So we will say, while p2 next, while p2 is not equal to null, that will be fine. While p2 is not equal to null, and then what we will be doing, as long as p2 is not equal to null, you keep on traversing. And while traversing, what should we do? Basically, we will check if p1's data is equal to p2's data, that is duplicate. We are finding for duplicate. So if p1's data is not equal to p2's data, suppose p1's data is not equal to p2's data, what would happen? Like in this particular case, suppose p1's data is equal to p2's data, right? So let us do equal only. So we are moving as per the example. Okay, doesn't matter, you can move this into the else part, but I'll write here. Okay, so p1's data is equal to p2's data. So what will we do? Right now you can see p1 is here, p2 is here, p1's data is equal to p2's data. So basically p2 should keep on moving next. Okay, so we will say, if that is the case, then say p2 equal to p2 next, keep on moving left, skip the duplicates, p2 equal to p1 next. What would happen? P2 will now point to this node. P2 is here, P1 is here only. Now if P1 is not equal to P2, so basically what will happen, else part will be executed. If P1's data is not equal to P2's data, else part will be executed. And in else part, what we should do, now you see P2 is here, right? P2 is pointing to this node, P1 is pointing to this node, P1 is not equal to P2, it's fine, means I should pick this. So basically P1 is pointing here, so P1's next should point to this, P2, current P2. So I will say P1's next is equal to P2. Fine. So basically what happens, P1's next will now point to P2, right? P1's next now points to P2, P1's next point to P2. Now what is the next thing? Next thing is, you should now update P1 to this position. So now this is the new position of P1, okay? So we will say P1 is equal to P2, and also P2 will now move to the next position of P1. P2 will come here. Getting the point? So we'll say P2 equal to P1 next. That's it. So what will happen? You see, you will just see the working. So now you see P1 and P2. Again, this is 3, this is 3. So basically what happens, if P1 is equal, P1's data equal to P2's data, then P2 just keep on moving right. So P2 will now move from here to here. It will now point to this node, 4, P2. Now P1 is not equal to P2. So basically P1's next will point to P2 as per this code. P1 will now point to P2. So P1 will now come to this node. And now again P2 will point to this node, this one. Again you see P1 is at 4, P2 is at 5. Again they are not equal, right? So if they are not equal, then what happens, P1's next is equal to P2, and P1 will be taking the position of P2, and now P2 will move to P1 next. So this is P1, P2 will come here. Now you see P1 is 5, P2 is also 5. Both are pointing to two nodes which are 5, 5. So again we know that if they are equal, then we just do P2 equal to P2 next. So P2 will now, what will it do? P2 will now, basically P1 is pointing here and P2 is pointing to this 5. Now they are equal, so we will do P2 equal to P2 next, which means now P2 will not point to this 5, P2 will instead point to this 6. Now P1 is not equal to P2 because this is 5, this is 6, and if this is not equal, then it will come to the else part and say P1 next equal to P2. So P1 is right now in this 5, its next will become 6. Done. And now P1 will be updated to P2's position. P1 will come here, and now P2 will go at this position to this 6. Again P1 is pointing to 6, P2 is pointing to 6. Both are equal. So if both are equal, we do P2 equal to P2 next. So P2 will now basically move point to null. P2 will point to null. Now we know that while P2 is not equal to null, it will traverse, but once P2 is equal to null, it will come out. Now what we should do, basically, right now you see P2 is pointing to null, which means P1's next should be null. That is why once it comes out of the loop, out of the while loop, right, we will say P1's next is equal to null, right? So finally you can see, you will get the output. What? You will get 2 followed by this 3 followed by 4 followed by 5 followed by 6 followed by null. So this should work. Let us see. So I'll be compiling the code. Okay, we are doing the mistake. We are not returning, right? So that is the mistake. We have to return the head. So basically after the problem, before exiting, you will be returning head pointer. Return head. So now it should work fine, right? Because you have to return the first node, the value to address to the first node. So you can see 2, 2, 4, 5. So basically 2 is removed, pointing to 2, 4, 5. And yeah, that's it. The code should work fine. And yeah, it is working. So that's all from this particular video. Considering the time complexity, obviously we are completing it only in one traversal. So order of n, right? Space complexity, again, we are not using any extra space, so constant space. So this is all from this particular problem. That's from my side. I hope this video was helpful. In case of any doubt, please feel free to put your doubt in the comment section, and just like, share and subscribe. Thank you.